Hello, my name is Seppi and welcome back to GreedFall. We are about to meet an on-meal frictamen. This is going exciting. Just look at this gorgeous view. This is amazing. Alright, here we go. Let's face the gorge.
The child that was taken has returned, the flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call en on meal frictamen. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Mil Frictamen. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children. Learn to give back in return. Learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad, because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all followers. Flee, or you will be their victims.
Alrighty then. Flee from the sanctuary. Okay, I guess we better leave now, right? Ooh. Oh, we don't even have a map. Okay, I see. I see. So let's flee. This was surprising. This was very surprising. Ooh, okay. well, this answered a few questions, but oh dear, it also raised a few questions.
I saw a Renaig fleeing the sanctuary. The Monasenaig must have slipped past you. Enon Milfrichtemann cannot have been pleased about it. Did he still give you the answers you were looking for?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the Earth. It's actually some kind of poisoning. And it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
So, the Renaigse would be the cause of their own deaths. If they weren't on the verge of doing the same thing to our island, I would be applauding. In terms of the antidote, Enon Milfrichtemann is often difficult to understand. Ask Adonegad.
Thank you, Dedra. I must dwell on it.
You look like you bit into a bitter fruit. Did you learn anything else?
Yes, but I would like to verify something before I tell you about it.
Fine. You know where to find me once you are done. Quawalam seg, Karants.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we can't get back in there, I guess. What? So this door is closed. There would have been paths, but I don't know what would have happened if we turned around, if we used the wrong path. There would have been interesting things, or nothing, or whatever. So this is another mystery. Let's just... What actually do we inform Constantine? Okay, we need to talk to Constantine again. So let's do this. That's interesting. I wonder what Constantine did. Ooh, up here now. Okay. So let's go to the Disardale residence. This was interesting. It was also interesting when you carefully looked at the tree, and when you carefully looked at Annual Meal Frichtemann, then you saw some faces in the bark. This was really cool. This was really a nice feature. So I really enjoyed the presentation of the many-faced god. But yeah, as already pointed out, he answered things, but his answers are hard to understand. So we still have to do some more investigations and questions and so on. Yeah, I'm still weird. I mean, we got now all the things except for those two things. Can I maybe access those only when I do other things in the game? Is it a little bit as with my question about Sarah and High King Vinber? Would have been a way playing the game to save her or them in the end? And if the way how to save them would this way have then allowed me to get to those other camps? It's really strange. It's really weird. I don't know. I mean, it could... What are they doing here? I mean, it could have been... it might have been a thing that the game is structured like this, but... Yeah, I don't know. I just find it very interesting.
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, your excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Burren is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, Knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No. I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We are so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to him.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
What? I mean, so they get attacked, but we chose Deirdre, who promised to, or who decided to drive off the colonials. So this is not really surprising that the natives are now attacking them, but okay. Can I now talk to Constantine, or a new threat? Yeah, I don't think that this is a new threat. I think this is just the thing we chose to do. So this is not a threat. We can explain this. Okay, let's talk to Constantine and find out what's going on here.
Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
Let's talk about the encounter with Enolmin Frictamen.
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with Enon Miel Frictamen.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Deirdre, the queen of the village of Vedluk. She's quite the radical warrior, but she's a strong leader.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree, as strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old, bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the Earth so much, we have poisoned it, and the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the Earth can be healed, that his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the Earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
I mean, Constantine acts a little bit weird right now. And I'm not really sure. I mean, what happens when I say nothing? I mean, will this bring forward the story, or will this just end the dialogue and I have to talk to him later again? Because I don't really want to... I don't know if this is the only way to investigate, if Constantine really did something. Let's start with saying nothing about it.
No. But it's true that the conversation ended abruptly. An intruder had managed to sneak into the sanctuary, and we had to flee to evade the wrath of its guardians.
An intruder, you say? Then I guess this sanctuary isn't that heavily protected. Your work really is exemplary. The entire continent should be thanking you. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I'm not sure if the entire continent should thank me for selecting a Deirdre. No, not really. I mean, so we haven't decided to say anything to him.
I must take my leave.
Take care, and come back soon.
Okay. So was it now a good decision or a bad decision? Sometimes... Okay, let's travel to Telemi again. Sometimes I'm a little bit... The game leaves you a little bit uncertain about your decision. So you make something, but you don't know what the effects of this decision are. I mean, what? But I like it. On the one hand, I really like it that you don't really know what the effects are of it. I mean, what happens if can I talk to Constantine again? I'm really confused. Was it a wise decision? Was it a bad decision? Is there a different way to investigate this? That's basically I think the main problem I always do have with those things is the mere fact of I guess the residents. The mere fact of not being sure about the potential options and the potential ways it could affect the story or affect anything. I mean, I don't know really what is possible, and by not knowing what is possible, it's really hard to judge whether I should do this or the other option or so. So, I don't know. It's strange. But also interesting. On the one, I just need to move straight ahead, right? Yes, I need to move straight ahead. On the one hand, I really like it because it's a great thing that you don't really know what the effects are. You make a decision, and over time, the effects of the decision will become relevant. On the other hand, it would sometimes be cool to just know or to be aware of potential alternatives or effects or whatever you can do. So yeah, I don't know. Still cool, but sometimes a little bit weird. Let's talk to the governor and see what he can tell us. Hi.
Lord de Sade, I've been hoping you would come.
Your Excellency, I heard news of the attacks against Hikmet.
We have had our differences, but none can deny your incredible efficiency. You must surely know that were we not desperate, I would not trouble you with this.
I'm listening.
Animals, creatures have been attacking us relentlessly. They throw themselves upon our defenses day and night. They do not even try to avoid our weapons, rushing as if to swamp us in infinite numbers. Our best soldiers fall exhausted from fatigue, the others die shredded by their claws. Please find the origin of these attacks and make them stop. If we cannot hold out, the entire population of Hikmet will be devoured. I sent a small group of trackers so that they might follow the trail of the creatures. Their last message came from a dangerous area in the hands of natives. The savages are certainly at the root of these evil attacks. Who else could have trained all of these creatures?
Could you indicate the zone in question?
Alas, no. I didn't get the information. You must meet their officer, who will know how to guide you there. She's leading our troops in the outpost at the entrance to the city.
Very well. I shall depart immediately.
Be so kind as to keep me informed. This affair is driving me to madness.
I would like to broach a rather unpleasant subject. Your treachery.
I beg your pardon? I am at a loss for words.
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your savants that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Tierna Hak conductors to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking in truth to capture her.
I cannot understand why you are reacting in this way. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies, after all. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You are even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tiana, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated? Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against his sovereign?
I never... I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you, please accept my sincerest and profound apologies in the name of the Bridge Alliance.
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the return of your spy. He paid for his audacity with his life.
He would have been made to answer for such infamy, I assure you. Once again, I apologize sincerely for this crime. It should never have happened. In any case, we need to get our hands on this woman. The remedy is perhaps...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible. This is a great setback. How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry that you risked your life in vain. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I've taken care of your problem with the caravans. The merchant should now be able to reach Hikmet.
Captain Rainhild has sent a message to that effect. You have done a great service for me. Though there is something that bothers me. I was told that you met these savages and then let them go. They showed no mercy at all with your own merchants.
The congregation is not in conflict with these natives, and has no wish to begin one.
Ah, your famous neutrality. Well then, you have solved the problem, and I would be discourteous to deny it.
My pleasure. I imagine the captain must have informed you of all that we learned.
Indeed, and I am extremely worried. An attack of any significant magnitude would be a catastrophe for our city. We have the means to repel these savages, but it will not be without great losses.
Perhaps there is another way. The natives have clearly expressed their wishes. The freedom of their brothers and sisters.
I see where this is headed, but I fear that they were not honest with you. A few natives are being held in the prison of the Coin Guard, but a handful of warriors does not seem to justify an assault of such commitment.
They were not speaking of just a few soldiers, but of kidnappings. The victims are only villagers.
This is inexplicable. We have taken no villagers. Of course, we answer their attacks in kind. And at times we have taken prisoners on the battlefield. But what use would we have for a few fishermen, hunters, and weavers?
Might it be possible that these kidnappings have taken place without your consent?
I doubt that. But of course, it is always possible that a few bandits might have stolen a shipment of arms. If that were the case, that would explain a great deal. Since you have been of such service to my people, and this grievous affair seems of great concern to you, would you be of a mind to lead the inquiry? Capture a few of these savages. Make it your mission to make them talk. We must understand what is going on before they attack.
Very well. I shall get to the bottom of this affair, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
What happened? Guess that's it.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Have we just completed, mixed up several quests at once? I mean, there were lots of things suddenly popping up that I thought we already finished discussing, and suddenly we discussed all those things. I'm confused. Okay, so why find out where the scouts went? And here we do have talk to Captain Rainhild and continue with the main quest, the attack on Hikmet. This was just strange. I'm thoroughly confused. Why have we suddenly brought up all those topics? I never was sent back to Hikmet to discuss all those things. They just ended, the quest ended, and suddenly it's a... Where's this Captain? What is there? I don't know. Okay, Captain Reinhold is somewhere outdoors. I'm confused. I'm just confused. I never was... Is he... Alchemist? Ah, there's also Captain Reinhold. Okay. I'm totally confused. Why have those quests suddenly popped up? As we've completed the quest, for instance, as we killed the spy that tried to kill us. We never been... Okay, I just need to follow that path. We've never been sent back to Hikmet to talk to the governor, and suddenly this is a topic. Why haven't we sent back here before? Or was it a choice? Was it a decision? Should the game have been like that? That we only discuss those things at this stage of the game? I'm really confused. I don't know. Just don't know how and why this happened, but okay, just need to follow the path, that's fine. How, why? This is strange. It's just strange. There were a few interesting turns of events. Oh man. But oh well. Maybe there's no... Okay, and this with the creatures is also interesting. Maybe the god is now throwing all the animal, the nature is fighting the colonials or so. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. Oh, hi. They are... We need to... Okay, we apparently need to. Owie! Hey, can you maybe hit it? Alright. Okay. It was unexpected. I can't loot that one apparently. So has the camp been overrun? And what is all this smoke? Strange. Very strange.
You managed to make it through. A group of these enraged beasts managed to get past our defenses.
Yes, we fought and defeated them. But how did they make it through?
My men are exhausted. We killed some of them, but we were overrun. Our situation is getting more and more desperate. I don't suppose I need to warn you about the dangers of this road.
Actually, that is why we're here. Governor Buren sent me. He wants us to find a group of trackers.
And I hope that he'd sent you as reinforcements. Silly me. It looks like all we're good for is dying to protect his bloody city. But you wanted to ask me something.
Let's talk about the trackers.
Like I said, Governor Buren is hoping that I can find a group of trackers, with your help.
I'd like to see you try. Indeed, I was ordered to send out a party of scouts, which I did, despite our losses. They were supposed to find the bastard who's been sending us these critters. One of those savage sorcerers, no doubt.
Can you tell me which way they went?
Sorry, Your Excellency, I won't tell you anything until I receive some help.
Of
You
course.
have to understand, I hope that these men are alive. They are also under my command. But those who are here with me now are my main preoccupation. And as we speak, they're dropping like flies. Not to mention the fact that if this outpost falls, there won't be much left to protect the city. So you can go and tell the governor that if he wants me to help you, he will have to help us first.
I mean, we do have a 75% chance that we can convince that the attacks will stop, so let's do that one, I guess.
I understand that your situation is desperate, that you want to take care of what appears most urgent. But it's not simply about me saving a few men. It's about stopping these attacks once and for all. By getting to their root cause, I intend to put an end to it. And then any help you hope to receive won't be needed any longer.
You hope that you will stop these attacks, but you have no way of knowing whether you'll manage to do so or not. Sorry, Your Excellency. Make sure you tell the governor what I've told you.
Maybe we can avoid going to the governor and save time. There aren't many of us, and I don't have any soldiers to give you. But perhaps I can still offer my help.
We were supposed to receive a shipment of ammunition and medicines, but we're still waiting for it. If you can bring it to me, we would at least be able to heal ourselves and have enough bullets to sustain these assaults.
Do you know where this material came from?
From your city, New Serene. The caravan transporting it was supposed to pass through here 2 days ago. It must have been attacked. But with a little bit of luck, its cargo should still be intact.
Very well. I will retrace the path. It shouldn't be too difficult to find it.
The 3 of you won't be able to bring the crates back by yourselves. 2 of my men will accompany you. Please, hurry. Without them, we're even less likely to hold.
We're departing right away.
Alright, talk about the lost cargo, insist on the subject of the trackers. Let's talk about the patrols. Continue with the main quest, okay.
I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
So we can't really make progress with that quest until we solve this one. So help the outpost, and we can't continue with that one until we have completed the main quest. So I think this is where we will end this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will be joining me next time. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Epi. See you!
Thank you.